What we're here to do today is we've got 3 units of competency assessment guides and instruments that we need to validate. Make sure they meet all our rules of evidence and everything like that. So we each have one that we want to go through. I've got work effectively in business environment, so we'll start with that. Just by looking over it myself, and I'll get you guys to have a look as well to see if you agree with me, everything that I'm looking at seems to be fine on the assessment plan and the matrix. Everything is covered for Q&A or observation, which is what we're looking for. The first issue that jumps out at me is here on the markers guide. We have questions 9 and 10 that have been left blank. So I feel that doesn't meet our rules for validity simply because of the fact that if 2 different assessors ask this question of a candidate,
they'll get 2 different answers. Maybe multiple answers.
Going on personal experience of who's asking the question, the answer could be interpreted completely different. So, I mean, I don't think we can deem this one valid just off the bat with that one there. But after that, everything else seems to be pretty good. We've got the observation instruction instrument that covers, got notes to the candidate and everything like that in it. And the other one here that jumps out at me is we've got a completed instrument by Mr. John Smith, and the assessor, Mr. Jones, has deemed him not satisfactory in how does plenty beds demand that all employees greet customers, but then he's given him an overall satisfactory mark. So something's either wrong. You can't be non-satisfactory here but satisfactory here. So that's either he's satisfactory up here or he's not satisfactory down here. So I mean, we've got to, obviously that needs to be reassessed.
The judgment is not valid.
Yeah. So he's either ticked the wrong box somewhere, but he hasn't then gone back and checked his work, which is another issue that I've come up with. But after that, the observation guide is fine. He's been deemed satisfactory in everything there and been marked as such. And the same with the declaration. It's all been, the observation was done, he was commented, good job. It's all been, he's been deemed competent in everything. But that can't have happened because the one previously, something's obviously amiss. There's a non-satisfactory but a satisfactory mark. So
other than those glaring errors,
everything else is fine. Yes.
Okay. So overall, you're happy with it?
Overall, other than those glaring things, obviously, that need to be looked at. So yeah, we can't really call it valid because there's those mistakes.
Okay. Well, I'll do mine. Hi there, Michael McGrath. I'm doing the RPL, and this is a candidate that's doing creative culture and training package, develop technical skills in performance. Now, in this, it's basically, in the RPL, you're looking for a volume of work or something they've done, and you're trying to see how they performed it or how they've created it. And in it, it goes through and it's quite good overall, except as soon as it gets to the assessment tool. The assessment tool is only partly completed. The first 1 and 2 are done, but 3, 4, 5 is blank. They've done one side, which is the element into performance, but there's nothing as how you have done it or the evidence that supports this. So there's nothing in there to indicate what kind of evidence they're looking for, what is valid, what is good, and that is glaring. Also, there is no other way of what is the person trying to assess on them in this point. For instance, I would say there had to be some form of qualification. I mean, when you're looking for somebody in their technical performance skills or technical performance in performing, there's a lot of information there. So what are actually chasing it?
what are they looking for?
Yeah, what are they looking
Yeah,
for? And that's where those sections break down. I reckon the main 3 items that had to be filled in are blank.
Completely blank. So.
And so I can't pass this at all. So that's
valid.
Valid, not valid at all.
No problem.
All right, thank you. Next.
Hi, I'm Monir Ahmed. I'm validating the assessment tool for the unit Write Simple Workplace Information. Seems the assessment tool is good. It has everything in it, assessment metrics, it's complete, and it has 4 assessment instruments. Assessment instrument 1, take a telephone message. It has everything in it, and there is a form also for that one, a simple form. Then second assessment instrument, write an email. That is the task 2. This is a production of item instrument, and it has good number of questions which we have to ask to the candidate. So this is also a complete tool, and there is a form for email that candidate have to complete. Third assessment instrument, observation checklist. It has 3 tasks to observe, rightly mentioned here in this instrument. And 4, and importantly, assessment instrument, markers guide. Markers guide, it has questions and relevant right answers.
Sufficient answers.
Sufficient answers. So
we have
written questions also.
So we have the candidates' questions there without the answers on them.
Yeah.
Got the modelling reference as well.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
Yep, all the PCs and stuff are covered. So
Yeah.
And all the observations.
all the observations.
Yeah, all the recording fields are also mentioned here.
It looks pretty good overall.
Sufficient area for feedback and stuff. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I think we can consider this tool, assessment tool, as a valid one.
Not a problem.
Well, that's good. So we got basically
So we've got 2
invalid
ones.
and 1 valid one.
Yeah, we've got 2 invalid ones that need some work. So we'll have to pass them back to whoever does it and go from there.
All right.
Sounds
Fantastic.
good. Thank you for sitting in on the meeting.
Thank you.